I feel that one of the greatest storytellers of all time in the movie industry is Steven Spielberg. In Cincinnati, Ohio on December 18, 1946, Spielberg was born. However, moving around a lot as a child, he grew up in Arizona and became one of the youngest television directors of Universal in the late 1960s. Steven Spielberg has won 3 Academy Awards, 7 Oscars, and is welcomed to the Science Fiction Hall of Fame in 2005. Spielberg has created such stories along the times as the Great White Shark movie Jaws, 1975, The Great Adventures of Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark trilogies, 1981, Insane Adventures with Dinosaurs in Jurassic Park, 1993, and Helping an Alien Get Home in the classic E.T. Extraterrestrial, 1982. One of Spielberg's biggest stories of all time is the story of E.T. Extraterrestrial. The story takes place in the forests of California. There's a bunch of aliens from outer space who come to Earth seeking floral samples. Right at that moment, the U.S. government appears out of nowhere. The frightened aliens flee for their lives, leaving one lonely alien behind by mistake. There is a 10-year-old boy named Elliot, played by Henry Thomas, who lives in suburbia, who is out playing with his older brother Michael, played by Robert McNaughton, who is 16. Michael does not want him there. He tells Elliot to go home. Returning home, Elliot discovers something hiding in the tool shed. He leaves a trail of Reese's Pieces, coaxing the alien from the tool shed into his home, and soon discovers the alien is mimicking Elliot's every move. The next morning, Elliot introduces the alien to his brother Michael and his 5-year-old sister Gertie, played by Drew Barrymore. The alien tries to tell them where he is from and why he was there by reviving a dead plant. It is at this moment he decides to keep the alien home and hide the little alien from his mother. It is not too long before Elliot starts to feel psychic connection with the alien. While Elliot is at school, the alien goes through the house drinking beer. Elliot felt the effects from it, also feeling the need to let all the frogs in chemistry class go when it was time to dissect them, as the alien does not harm living things. The little alien learns how to speak English, mocking Elliot's 5-year-old sister Gertie and watching Sesame Street. The kids decide to give him the name E.T. for extraterrestrial. The alien just needed to phone home. Michael notices that the physical appearance and health has decreased. The children decide to dress E.T. up for Halloween and get him out of the house to try to figure out a way to let him phone home. Elliot and E.T. are on Elliot's bike in the forest. E.T. first left, so he was able to phone home. The next morning, Elliot wakes up in a field along with E.T., who was nowhere to be found. Elliot returns home. Michael goes looking for E.T., returns home to try to find him. It is not long before the government gets wind of what's going on and invade the home to set up medical testing at the home and quarantining Elliot and E.T. They are both ill and on the verge of passing away. At this point, E.T. dies while Elliot starts to get well again. When you couldn't think it could get any worse, the boys discovered something special, that they could save E.T. The boys end up stealing one of the government vans and take off with the alien back to the forest so E.T. can phone home and make it. As E.T. says goodbye to Michael and Gertie right before he gets to the spaceship to go home, he points to Elliot's heart with a warm glowing finger and says, "I'll be right here." E.T. gives Elliot a big loving hug goodbye. With tears in their eyes, the kids say their goodbye. E.T. gets into the spaceship and takes off in the sky, leaving a big beautiful rainbow for all to enjoy. This is one story out of many that Steven Spielberg has mastered. His imagination and uncanny sense for the unknown, or what is real and what is not, he demonstrates in a very creative, artistic manner.